Okay. Hey, thanks for coming in. This here is the Funky Monkey. This is a 1/32 ounce. Appreciate everybody in the channel today. If you're coming in for the first time, these are fishing lures. Again, thank you for coming in. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, golly, I've been seeing all that stuff there. Hey there, Brett. Hey there, Wayman. Yeah, I had to switch my chat mode to public, and I'm doing good. Damn fishing guy, I'm doing good. Yep, thank you there, Wayman. Hey there, David. Happy Friday. Yep, good afternoon to everybody in here. I was wondering, I'm like, man, we got like five, six people in here. No one's chatting. Hey there, 3D printer. How you doing? I'm just staying busy. I got to pack a couple of orders here in a little bit. But I'm doing pretty good. I got the fourth mystery box and wonder what the next one will be. Yeah. Okay, there, Roy. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the likes. What orange and pink would look like paired up together. Now I know. Yep. I got this idea of color. There was a plastic lure that a fella was, I was on his boat and he was using he was using a blue body. It was a plastic, so it had no head on it. When, I mean, he put a jig head on there, but he had a red head, it had a blue body, and it had an orange tail. And that blue and orange kind of stuck with me. And I thought, man, that thing would look better if he had a pink head on there. So that's where I got the inspiration on this. Hey there, Tim. What's the difference between the two clamps you use on your vise one day this week you were using? Oh, these are the jaws that come with the vise. These are the regular jaws. Now you can tie, you can tie some of the big jig heads like a 1/0 hook on this one if you want. It'll work. Uh, the other ones are the saltwater jaws. We do sell the saltwater jaws as an accessory. It's not a completely different vise. And on the saltwater jaws, you could do a 1/16 ounce with it, or a number 4 hook, but you can go up to a 10/0 hook with that. On this one here, I don't think a 10/0 hook will go on this one, but that's what the difference is. The other one's for saltwater hooks, which are bigger in most cases. And this one here, the smallest hook I think I've ever tied is a number 12 hook, which are, super small. But that's the difference. Have I ever tried putting a black undercoat of feathers on your jigs before you tie on the main feathers? I've been tied a lot of those and crushed them serious. You talking about like a black feather or darker color feather down here? You know, I do have a black and orange jig. We have the Crawdaddy, and then we have the Creepy Crawler, which we just recently took the Creepy Crawler off the website. I don't know if I have a. You talking like just a two tier feather, two color, two tone feather, two tone tail? I need the regular jaws then. I mostly tie yeah, yep, yeah. The regular jaws will work fine. Yes, black first, and then And then whatever color like this. Do I have one up here? Well, on this one here, I have it reversed. I have the orange first and then the black. But yeah, I do a lot of different colors, you know, that have two colors in them. We got the Mountain Dew. We got the Mad Shad. We got a bunch of different colors kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, you know, I do have some with the black, you know, feather on the bottom. Um, I don't know if I have any of them hung up here. They may be in a mystery jig box. I want to thank you. Hey there, Crazy Life. Hey, Mark, thanks for the likes. Hey there, Derek. Hey there, Drew. Well, I'm doing good. I'm on two different channels right now, so you guys on YouTube are asking a lot more questions than the other guys, which is good. Appreciate the likes, everybody. Yeah, this one here is the Funky Monkey. This is one of the lures on sale. You can get any size for $4.99 on our site of this color. Some of the comments were filtered, so if I'm not answering your question, it's because I can't see it. I'm having a pretty good day, though. It's been rainy, it's been wet, nasty, muddy. I let the dogs go out a while ago, but they didn't use the restroom or anything. I'll take them out again this afternoon. Ordered some double silver chenille, you think, silver hackle, or black hackle would look better. Either one of those would look great. Either one of them. Yeah, either one of those will look good. I would have to see one first. You know, you may have to tie one up and then tie both of them up and just see what they look like. If you don't like one of them, you can always cut it off and go with the other color. Send you a pic. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, send me a pic. Oh yeah, yeah. Just send me a text or something. You know. I don't know if you guys know this. You guys can reach me on Facebook. You guys can reach me on Facebook. Yes, I do. I have one of the peak rotary vices with the C clamp in stock, and I think I have a peak non-rotary vise in stock too, and I have a base that you could put the. If you do buy a C clamp vise, you can also buy the base, which is really good. It's an excellent base. And when we do sell the peak vise, it does come. We do send the D arm, which is the turning mechanism handle, whatever that you hold. Thanks for the follow there. Appreciate that, Rat Cup. Man, I haven't seen the sunshine at all today. I don't think I will either. That kind of day. Oh, hang on here a second. Okay. It is muddy, and those chickens are just loving it. They're out there getting all kinds of worms in the yard. Hey there, Mr. Remington. Appreciate everybody in here. Thank you for all the likes, too. Just putting together a lot of inventory. I'm doing pretty good today. I got to go be at the doctor's Monday morning. Back, they're going to do some lab work on me, and I get checked for lead about twice a year. So hopefully I'll test negative for that. I've never had a positive test on lead. So you can pick my brain? Yep, you can. I assume you're making these jigs for crappie. Yep, you can make. They're for crappie, but a lot of people use these for catching skipjack and white bass and trout and all kinds of other fish like that. But yeah, I when I first started making them, I made them for crappie. I just knew that when we had to officially put a name on our business and get all our tax papers and everything, we went with the Ruben Flores Jig Company rather than the Ruben Flores Crappie Jig Company because by that time we already knew we had people using these for trout and all kinds of other fish. Hey there, Big Country. I say probably about 80% of the customers that I know will use these for crappie. Are crappie capable of seeing the UV spectrum? If you're meaning color, yes, they do. I know the old theory was no, but I've always known they tend to react different with colors, different colors. And one of the things that proved that point was when forward-facing sonar came to the scene. People were there. There's an actual study that was done with my lures. There's a gentleman in Tennessee, and I cannot remember his name right now. Um, he just sent me a message a couple weeks back. I think it was for my birthday, a couple months ago. Then, but him and his partner did. They were doing research for I want to say the University of Tennessee. I could be wrong on that, but they years ago when forward-facing sonar came out, they did a bunch of color testing with crappie, and they did it for probably about 3 4 months. Hey there, Brandy. How's it going there? Uh, with UV dubbing, no. I mean, there's some colors that I tie with that are UV sensitive, but with just a regular, uh, you know, on some of the colors they are UV sensitive. But I don't know. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. And I'm not agreeing whether on that with the UV uh, colors. I don't know. Again, there's the science that is out there is just what they respond towards. But as far as crappie seeing UV colors, again, there's crappie that in like Eufaula Lake, they'll buy it on olive, they'll buy it on black, they'll buy it on dark gray, And those aren't necessarily UV colors right there. I did on a woolly booger, had great results for trout. Yep. That's why I tell when it comes to colors, um, we have a lot of colors that will work for muddy water, and then we got colors that we put out that work better in clear water, but they wouldn't necessarily work that great in muddy water. Yeah, I mean, I don't, I, I'm not doubting that. I do believe, crappie can see the difference in colors. Yeah, I do believe that too. Yeah, it does. Purple is a great color for that. I appreciate everybody on our TikTok and everybody on our YouTube channel. Hope everybody's doing great this Friday afternoon. This here is a 1/32 ounce Funky Monkey here that I'm tying. Game changer style jigs and slaying on them. Oh, good. Oh man, allergies, allergies, allergies. Okay, this is going to be the last one I do in this size. Then I'm going to get up to 1/16 ounce. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Too much. Guys, again, thanks for joining in. We got 74 on TikTok, 10 on YouTube. Appreciate everybody in the house. Okay. Get the 1/16 up. Ooh. Oh, thank you there. Appreciate that. It's chilly outside. Oh, thank you for the rose. Oh, thank you there. Who is that there? Shockwave. Thank you. I landed a few more giants. Oh, well, good. Have I snagged any spoonbill? No, I sure haven't. I haven't gone paddle fishing this year yet. I've seen some people down there doing it, but I haven't done any yet. I hear the thunder again. New stuff going. Noodling. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never done noodling. The only noodling I've ever done was either spaghetti or macaroni and cheese. Also, chicken noodle. Yeah, I will not go reaching in some hole and have some snake, turtle, or beaver bite down on my fingers. Okay, let me look under here for something. Yeah. Are you going to try to live stream when you do that? You're just going to do some videos on it. There's a couple of young ladies on TikTok that do it. Man, they got like 500,000 followers. I don't know where they're at. Just every now and then they come up on my FYP. Here comes the rain. Rain's coming back. There's some people that do it here on Ulaga Lake. I mean, I don't know where they go do it, but I see them at the boat ramp. They come in from Tulsa to come do it. Oh, thanks for the share. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. God bless. Oh, my son came back. I wonder what happened. I wonder if my daughter got off work early. You decided on a name for the pink and blue. No, I sure haven't. I was thinking of Pink Floyd, but I don't know. We have some different color chenille coming in here in the next couple weeks. And it is going to be blue, but I thought just to wait and hold off before we put it on our site. Let me go ask my son something. Hang on. Hey, what happened? Tyler's dad came to watch Ezra. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Woody? I'm going to try something here. Yeah, not going to work. Just go with this piece. Well, appreciate everybody on both channels. Thank you guys for watching. I'm still trying to watch for updates, see what's going to happen to TikTok. There's no clue what's going to happen. I have no clue what's going to happen. That's some of my friends asking me. They'll send me text messages, and I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it could turn off as soon as tonight, too. I can't remember what time. I want to say the last time they turned TikTok off was, I think it was like 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, like the day before. And that's just because of the time change, you know, in different parts of the world. But it's, unless something happens here in the next couple of hours, they're probably going to either turn it off or you'll hear something from the president. Yeah, sometimes it rains for about 3 or 4 days. And that's what's supposed to happen. We're going to get continual rain all weekend long. I mean, you're going to have your spots where you get some some non-rain, but we're gonna, I think we got like a 80% or 87% chance today, and then tomorrow it's going to turn into like 90%. But all that can change. It can all go to the south of us. You just never know. You never know. Now, I remember a few years back, um, you've been, Woody, when you've been below the dam, and I remember a few years back, even the parking lot where you park your cars above the dam, not above the dam, but below the dam, where you park your cars, that was sitting like 2 feet underwater a long time ago when it flooded. The water got up that high. That's the worst flooding I've seen here in Oklahoma. Oh, thank you there. Sounds just like our area in Missouri already have flood warnings. Yeah, they are issuing some flood warnings right now. Yeah, on Oologah Lake, you have all these waters that feed into Oologah, and then they have to release water. But if those areas from the Verdigris River are already flooded and they're releasing water from Oologah, it gets really bad below the dam along the Verdigris River. It doesn't get that bad all the time, but every couple of years it'll flood. There have been times where you couldn't even launch a boat on any of the boat ramps here on Oologah Lake because the water was so high. I mean, you could put a boat technically, but the boat ramp wasn't there. Yeah, the boat ramp was underwater. The whole ramp was underwater. What are you sitting at right now, Woody, as far as subscribers? Are you able to go live yet or no? And when you do go live on YouTube, Woody, it is lonely in the beginning. You know, you got to get some videos out there so you come up on YouTube's FYP. Ruben's ago, yeah. That is our funky monkey, guys. I'm just building up inventory, so I'm just tying up the same color for a while and trying to fill up our hooks. Hey there, Rusty. Is the first layer just for filler, or can it be seen? Are you talking about the feathers? I did this one in a two-stage with these feathers because I didn't have enough. Oh, how would I say? It just wasn't filling up the tail as much. But I am using marabou. Some of the pieces I try to utilize everything. Sometimes I get pieces that are like that, and I could still use them. It's not going to fill up the tail. So a lot of times what I end up doing is adding onto it. I'm doing good. Yeah, every so often I'll grab a bunch, I pinch off a bunch that it's like good enough. Like this here is a V cut. Let me hold it back further like that. And on this one here, I can take one side of it, or I can just take the whole piece and go like that. This one here, I can get by with the whole piece. And I'm going to measure it just a little bit too long because you got a lot of shorter strands in there. And if you just go by the longer strands for the length, the tail's not going to look as full. So this one here, when it gets wet, let me do this here. Normally I don't do this, but I lick my fingers. It's going to get super skinny. And so what I do go for when I'm shaving, and you guys see me clip the end, but you see me clip, and I'm kind of going around this in a circular motion. I'm clipping it to where it'll kind of feather off to where it's not going to be a point, but it's going to be thinner than this part of the feather. I try not to lick the feathers as much because of a lot of people got really touchy when COVID was around. And for like 2 or 3 years, I didn't lick any of my feathers. I didn't want to do it for the sake of appearing, that the feather could be infected, but now these days it's not as bad. Oh, well, thank you there. Who is that? Fishing Okioan. Appreciate that, guys. Yep, still raining over here too, man. It hasn't fully stopped here. It's just been going, you know, it's sprinkling, and then every so often you'll get a good shower. Let's see. And I've been on for an hour already, guys. Okay, I gotta check something here. Uh-oh. I guess the news, they're saying something. I guess there's a report coming out about Donald Trump and TikTok, so I don't know what just happened. Has anybody heard anything? Hey there, Jeff. How you doing? What ounce is it? This is a 16th ounce, Jeff. Yeah, these are on sale. The Funky Monkeys. You can get these 1/8, 1/32, 1/16 ounce for $4.99. We have those on sale. We have the Hellstorm on sale too. The same thing. We got a new color that we just threw out this week. That's the Bayou Bug. It's kind of an all brown jig. So those are the ones that are on sale this week. We do have our Ninja Rod, or Ninja 7, which is the crappie pole. And then we have the Striker Rod on sale too. That one's 30% off. We got a lot of things going. Oh, you're welcome. Time flies when you're having fun. Yes, it is. Extended deal for 70. Oh, okay. Oh, well, good. Yeah, that means they actually do have a buyer, and they're going to have to work out the details with the algorithm, because they were saying that even if a deal swung today with a buyer, that there's some changes that are going to have to take place, and some people are saying that the algorithm would not. The algorithm would come with the U.S. based company, but uh, what would happen would be that TikTok would either lease the algorithm out, or that, there's that possibility that they would sell the algorithm. So 75 more days. Kippy, yay. I know there's some people panicking over it. I'm like, ah. Yeah, I don't want to see all these sad, pouty people whining. Their videos, crying. Woo. They took my living, they they took everything away from me. And there are people, man, there are some people, they make a lot of money on TikTok. Hey there, Joseph, how you doing? I was watching one lady, and this one lady, she has like almost 1 million followers, and I popped into the live because they were throwing gifts at her like crazy. I mean, this lady, if you looked at the background of her live stream, I mean, it looks like she's on the second floor, and it it looks like a really nice house. I mean, we're talking nice, you know, and there's like a fireplace on the second floor. I don't know about you, but it looked really nice. and they're throwing all kinds of TikTok money at her. And there's a way to calculate it, how much money they're making on that live stream. And I calculated it, and I thought, man, just off this one live stream where she's going to be making about 15 grand. That means people had thrown about 30 grand at her, and TikTok takes about half. And I thought, man, for one night's work, 15K is a really good income. People making crazy money. Crazy money. Thanks again for the TGIFs. Crazy money. That one has to be repainted. There's a blemish in the head. I do catch these little details at times. You can see that little thing. I don't know if you guys can see it on this channel. Let's see. Little bitty dots. We're talking pinhole dots. I like our jig heads to look perfect. Thanks for the TGIFs. Yep, back again tying. And guys, I am having a pretty good day. We got to run into town later on, my wife and and I got to go pick up some medication at the pharmacy. Um, no, they sure don't, Rusty. You're missing some part on the line hook. Talking about right there? Yeah, you got that right. There's people that there's a lot of people on social media that they have a good, kind heart. And hey, guys, thanks for the heart me's. And they have a good, kind heart. And I mean, I got a couple of friends that have, if not a 500,000 followers, some of them have, 750,000 followers. And we do talk regularly. And then I have one person that does media, and he has like 1.2 million. And so sometimes we do talk, and and these are, you know, some of the guys that they make a really good income on fishing, uh, and they do live streams. They put a lot of videos out, and they're pumping videos out on 7, 8, 10 different platforms, and they're able to fish full time and make fishing content and have a pretty comfortable lifestyle, and they kid about it because they're like, Ruben, you go on and you don't push the battles, you don't do all that, but they said, but you got some knucklehead that you don't know if he's sober or not, and he does live streaming, and that guy's raking in big time, you know, big time bucks, and then you got good honest people that they have a hard time, making income. Oh, my parakeet's back. Yeah, I have a green parakeet that visits my bird feeder pretty much every day. He sticks out because he's so brightly green. And so, but but now you got people that are honest, and but again, a lot of the people that make money, even in the entertainment, as far as comedy or whatever, a lot of times they're willing to do things that the normal average Joe won't do, and and uh, and and they get paid really good money to do that. Some of them are kind of imbecilic, if you want to say that. Um, but it's just sometimes tough. You try to do something good. Now there are some DIYers or DIYers that they earn a comfortable living off all their platforms. Hey there, Drew. Thank you so much. You guys make sure to pick up Drew. But I love what I do. Like I always say, when I tie jigs and I do a live stream, I mean, you guys are watching me work. I'm doing what I would have been normally doing without anybody watching. And I do give out a few tips and pointers along the way. Um, but it's fun. I have fun doing what I do. I used to work at a newspaper years ago. I used to be a sports editor at one point, and I wish I would have kept my press pass and my press credentials. Um, because first of all, it's easier to get into football and baseball games, and second of all, you have more access to talk to some people that normally wouldn't talk to you. But I that's one of my little regrets, you know. But you get more access into public venues and things like that. How did you get the brass so shiny on my vise? Oh, here? I didn't do anything. Are you talking about this here or this? I have no clue. I've never done anything. I've never really polished it. It just I don't know. It is kind of dirty. It is kind of dirty. Yeah, if you look real close, there's a lot of probably, you know, little cruds in there. On the top, I seen it at the show. That sucker was so shiny. I don't know. Oh, you're talking about this over here. Let me bring you. You're talking about this? I've never done anything. I've never wiped it down. And if you guys want to see what Featherhead's talking about, he's talking about that right there. So I have both audiences looking. Yeah, I've never done anything. I don't know if it's maybe just a different metal. I mean, I don't know. This vise here, this one with the regular jaws, we've had this for I'd have to say almost 10 years. I think it's getting close to 10 years. I know we've lived here at this location for I'd have to say about 7 years. But I've never wiped it down. I've never cleaned it. Yeah, it does. I don't know if they just used a different metal and maybe they switched up. The other one with the big jaws, let me bring that over here. Again, I've never cleaned these or anything. Now, I will tell you this because I have noticed on other people's, you got some people, um, if you're tying vise, if you got your fly tying vise in the house, if you're tying lures in the house and you're pretty close to the kitchen, I let you know that you're probably getting cooking oil and all kinds of grease on it. Because if you're cooking, you know, you got the greases that are out there frying up, dissolving, evaporating, whatever. All that has to go somewhere. And I saw on a fella, uh, and matter of fact, this was the same guy that sometimes I kid about. And this is a couple years ago, probably. Um, the guy, he's pouring lead on his kitchen table. His kids are walking back and forth behind him while he's pouring lead in his house. His dog is, you know, roaming around in the background. His wife, you see the doorway. If the guy's tying here, there's the doorway right there. Pretend that's a door. His wife is in the background. She's cooking food in the background. And his vise did not look clean. It looked really dirty and cruddy. But yeah, I can imagine if you're in the house tying and you have cooking grease and all kinds of other stuff in the air, pet dander and stuff, it's going to get on your vise. But no, I've never tied. I've never had any of these vise. Well, no, I had this vise in the house a long time ago when we lived in Chelsea. But it was nowhere near the kitchen. Ooh, all I got to do is 6 more of these. Do I need to do 6 more? Let me see. Let me look behind me. No, I'm good with what I have there. Okay, that's going to be it on that color there. So guys, I'm going to take a little break. I've been on here a little bit longer than an hour. Your vise is heat treated from you burning it up. Yes, yeah, probably. So I'm excited. I mean, I had both channels going on today, and we got, I think, pretty close to 100, if not over 100 on TikTok. Now, it was this way the other day. We had over 200 people on our YouTube channel, and I think we only had like 15 or 20 on our TikTok. And today, everything got flip-flopped. But I appreciate you guys. I'm going to take a little break, and we will see. Thank you so much for the likes. And if you haven't subscribed or follow, make sure to do that. I'll be back here probably in the next hour or so. I gotta put some orders together here, and I gotta email somebody back. So we'll catch you guys later on. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good day. Goodbye. God bless.